Hello, students. We are back again on the same topic which we started last time, and that is Microsoft PowerPoint 2010. Last time we discussed about what is presentation, how to create a presentation, what are slides, how to add slides in a presentation, in a slide, how we can add data or we can modify data, and how to format the text which we are entering. Plus, we also learn how to insert clip art and to insert images. Now, this time we will be continuing PowerPoint and we will be learning basically two important things, and those two important things are slide transition and custom animation. So, before starting slide transition or custom animation, let's create some slides in our presentation. So this is my presentation and I'll be starting with this blank slide which I'll have. So I'll first add a background to it. Right click on the slide, click on format background. A dialog box will appear. From here I'll select gradient fill, and from here I'll select some preset colors. So I'll be selecting a light color, this, and I'll click on close. So next thing is I need a image, I need a heading, I need text, a number of things. So I'll be taking from pictures, and suppose I have this self motivation. I'll click on this, click on insert. So I got the image. I'll crop it. Click on crop, and I'll take only the image. So I have got. I'll adjust somewhere here. I'll give a heading to it. I'll come to insert, and from insert I'll come to word art. I'll select a design, this, and I'll type text here. Text will be same, self motivation. So this is just an example how we can add two different things, and those two things are slide transitions and custom animation. So this is the first slide, simplest possible, simplest slide. I need the second slide. I'll click on new slide. I'll get the same blank. I'll remove these. I don't want these placeholders. I'll delete this. Then I'll again right click on it. I'll click on format background. I'll select a gradient, and suppose I want a different gradient. So I'll click on it. I'll click on it. So I got the second slide. For this I need an image. I'll click on it. I'll click on a picture, and I'll select this picture. I'll click on insert, and I'll crop it. So I'll crop it in this basic shape. I'll crop it as circular, and crop. So this is my image. I'll give a heading through word art. You can use text also, depends on your choice. I'll select the same. So it is working in the independently. So this is my heading, working independently. Okay, so now I got two slides. The first one is self motivation, second slide is working independently. So we will try first slide transitions. See, basically slide transitions are the effect which we give to the slide. These are the animations which we add to the slide. Means the way the slide will appear on the screen, the animation which the slide will do as it appears on the screen is defined by slide transition. See, to add transitions to the slide, we will click on transition tab, click on transition tab, and we will get a number of transitions here like cut, fade, push, wipe, split, reveal, and so on. And if you click on this drop down arrow, all these transition effects are there which you can apply to your slides. Say for example I click on honeycomb, you can see how it is coming. Check. Ripple, glitter. See, basically it is animating the entire slide and bringing on the next slide. So along with these glitter or honeycomb means the slide, we have some other options also, and those options are to control this transition. And that is sound. If you click on it, a list of sound comes up. You can see some sounds are there. Whichever sound you click, that particular voice will be added along with the transition. So the transition will come along with the sound. Next is duration. This duration is the duration of the transition. For how long the transition will go on, that is decided through this duration option. 3.90 is seconds. You can increase and you can decrease. You can make it 1. You can see how it will appear. Click on this letter. See, it is quite very fast. It appeared in 1 second. You increase it to 5 seconds, so it will take almost 5 seconds to complete the transition. See, okay, means that if you increase the duration, the transition will become slow. If you increase the number, or sorry, decrease the number, the transition will become fast. So accordingly you design. After that, two more options are there on mouse click and after. So if you can see here, tick mark is there on mouse click. That means when we will do slideshow, that means when the slide will come on entire screen, in order to get to the next slide we need to click the mouse, means we need to press the mouse button in order to go to the next slide will not come automatically. But if you want that slide should come automatically, then for that you need to remove this tick from here and you need to click on after. This is the time after, suppose 1 second. So this will make a automatic setting for the slides that they will come one by one automatically after 1 second each, and after that click on apply to all. So whichever slides are here, to all those slides this particular setting will be added, and these slides will appear or come on the screen after 1 second automatically. And if you want to check, you can press F5 key from the keyboard and you can see this is a transition effect. First slide came and then transition the second slide. So these slides are coming automatically one by one. You do not need to press any key to come to the next slide. So this is slide transition. Now the next thing which comes is custom animations. See, custom animations are the animations or effect which we give or apply to the objects which are present on the slides. See, in a slide a number of objects are there. Right now I have two objects, one image is there, one word art is there. In different situations it can be a clip art also, it can be a text box, it can be anything. So whatever things are there on the slides which you have added can be animated. A special effect can be added to the object, and that is done through animation tab. Click on animation tab and you can see a number of options here. All these options are animations which can be applied to the objects. See, the very first object which I'll select is working independently, and here are the options. If you want these, apply these or click on this drop down arrow. So as I click on drop down arrow, you can see all these options are visible here. So you can select any whichever you want according to your requirement. Say for example this grow and turn, I'll click on this. You can see this is how it comes. And if you click on image, and you can click on fly-in or fade or split. Suppose I click on a split. So all those objects which are present on your screen, you can click on the object and to this particular place, which is called animation. You can add animation to your objects. After adding the animation to the objects, you need to decide how it will come, means what will be the order or what will be the timing. So for that you can click on animation plane. Click on animation plane. Whatever objects you have added, the names of objects will be here. So I'll click on the very first one and I'll click on this arrow. I see it is selected here, start on click. That means the animation will not start automatically, you have to click the mouse button. So I want it automatically, so I'll click on start after previous. So as the slide transition will begin, after the transition this animation will start. I'll click on second picture and from here I'll again click on start after previous. So first this working independently will come, then after this particular image will appear. And after this we have some more options, like suppose if I click on rectangle for this sort of an arrow, effect options, you can see sound. You can give sounds after animation. What happens, color will come, or whatever is added you can add, like hide or hide animations. This text, if text is here, you can add one more thing, all at once, means all the text will appear at once, word by word will come. Or suppose I click on bilateral, check. Then after that timing is here, you click on timing, check. What will be the duration of the animation? So it is 1 second, quite fast, 2 second, medium, 3. So it means you can increase or decrease the timing. Increasing and decreasing the timing means slowing up the animation or fastening of the animation, means you can make the animation fast, you can make the animation slow by increasing or decreasing the time. As you increase the time, the animation will become slow. As you decrease the time, the animation will become fast. Suppose I click on 2 seconds and then click on OK. The same thing with you can see letter by letter and slow. The object, click on this arrow, effect options, I'll click on timing and then suppose 1 second, click on OK. So to see how it comes up, you click on this preview button. See, first this text will appear and then this object will appear. Okay. So we can come to first slide also, click on this self motivation and give self motivation, then this image, suppose I give a effect, and that is zoom. Okay. From here animation pane, you click on the very first rectangle, click on the arrow, start after previous, second picture same thing, start after previous. And if you want to adjust the timing, click on this effect options, timing, it is 2 second, medium, second, uh, effect options, timing, and suppose I make it 1 second and okay. So basically you can see it is start after previous, and this also means it will come automatically. The animations to the objects will be there, which will be coming automatically on the screen. So to check, press F5 key from the keyboard. See, transition came, then the object with animation, see animation, then transition for the next slide. The objects will appear now. So the very first object, and now the second object, and the animation is over. Press escape key to exit. So this is how you can add custom animation to your objects. It is quite very simple task. So now we have a presentation. In the presentation we have two slides, And suppose you do not like a slide, you want to delete the slide. I have only two slides. Suppose I want to delete this first slide. I'll click on the first slide from this pane and simply delete key from the keyboard. So as you press delete key from the keyboard, the slide will be removed from the presentation. See, slide selected, press delete key from the keyboard. You can see the slide is removed. And if you want it, press Ctrl Z from the keyboard, it will come back. Means that suppose you have deleted by mistake and you want it back, you can press Ctrl Z from the keyboard, and if you want to delete it, click on the slide, press delete key from the keyboard, the slide will be deleted. Press Ctrl Z to make it come back. So this is how we can delete it, or we can bring it back if deleted by mistake. So after deleting, if you want to save your presentation, then for saving presentation you need to click on file. After file, click on save. As you click on save, a dialog box will appear, and from dialog box, same process as you do for other Microsoft Office products. Erase this name and type a new name. Say for example, my presentation. Is the name, and click on save. The presentation will be saved. So you can see the name here on title bar, my presentation. It appears here. So this is how you can save your presentation. And after saving, if you want to take the printout of the slides, you can even take the printout, like you can take printout for other products of Microsoft. Simple thing, click on file and click on print. As you click on print, the same box will appear which appears for rest of other applications. uh, Print option is here, number of copies is here, the name of the printer is here, and these options which are related to get the printout. If you, even option is here for color, you can get it in color, you can get it in grayscale, you can get it in pure black and white, whichever you want you can get through. And finally click on print. So as you click on print, the slides will be printed one by one through the given printer. Here it is given offline because I have turned off the printer, and as you switch on the printer, here it will be online, means you can take the printout. So this is how you can take the printout of your slides from the presentation. Either you want to get the printout of all the slides, or you want few slides. See, if you want few slides, click on this, you write the number, like number of the slide whichever you want. Means you can get the printout of entire presentation or few slide or a slide whichever you want. Click on print, the print will come out. So this is a basic intro of your Microsoft PowerPoint 2010 to create a presentation. A number of tools are there. It is quite a very strong application to create presentation. You can create a very effective presentation using Microsoft PowerPoint. It depends on your topic, which topic you want to take. It depends on your thought, it depends on your creativity, how you are going to use these tools. So this is PowerPoint. Bye for now, take care.